Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin are without a doubt one of Hollywood's most popular couples. Since they began dating in 2016, the singer of Yummy and the model have remained together. When reports started spreading that Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin's marriage was on the rocks, it became a topic of debate once again. Is Justin and Hailey's marriage doomed? Is it connected to Selena Gomez in any way? In all of this, where does Kendall Jenner fit in? Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin's relationship has always been scrutinized, and in some of their interviews, Justin and Hailey have even spoken openly about their marriage. What brought Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin together? The two met in 2009 when Hailey was still a fan of Justin's music. Hailey stumbled and saw Justin again at the screening of his documentary Never Say Never, a few years after she originally met him. While the two smiled for the cameras, romance was not in the air at the time because Justin was seeing Selena Gomez, a former Disney star. The couple's relationship was made public in 2016. Their relationship, however, barely lasted 6 months. After their breakup, Hailey and Justin eventually ran into each other and decided to try again. In a March 2020 interview with Vogue, Hailey recalled, "We ended up being at this church conference together in Miami, and it was the first time we'd seen each other in a while. I remember hanging out with them and saying, 'Listen, I'm really thrilled for us to be friends again. I want us to be cool and buddies all the time. Yeah, here's the thing, we're not going to be friends,' he said. Oh, I thought to myself, is that correct? I guess we were both a little apprehensive about what was going on in the very beginning. It was familiar ground, but after so much time has passed, it's like meeting a new person." When did Justin Bieber propose to Hailey Baldwin? The singer of Peaches and the Arizona native announced their engagement in July 2018. "You make me a better person, and we complement each other so beautifully. I'm looking forward to the best season of my life yet. It's funny because everything now seems to make sense with you." At the time, Justin gushed on Instagram. When did Justin Bieber tie the knot with Hailey Baldwin? In September 2018, Mr. and Mrs. Bieber exchanged vows in a New York City courthouse. Justin and Hailey married a year later in South Carolina, with A-list guests including Kendall Jenner, Kylie Jenner, Usher, Jaden Smith, and others. They agreed to wait a few years after getting married before planning a family. A source previously told Life and Style before they married, Justin wanted to be a father. "He'll be an excellent father. He adores children and babies, and they adore him." A source told Life and Style that Hailey wants to start a family with Justin and thinks he'll be a great father, but only when the timing is right, says the narrator. Kendall Jenner and Devin Booker were spotted on a double date with Justin and Hailey Bieber. Justin and Hailey Bieber, along with Hailey's BFF Kendall Jenner and her boyfriend Devin Booker, watched the Super Bowl together. Kendall Jenner and her boyfriend, NBA player Devin Booker, were joined by Justin and Hailey Bieber to watch the Super Bowl on Sunday, in what was one of Kendall and Devin's first official outings as a couple. Kendall and Devin have been dating for over a year and have made only sporadic appearances on one another's social media sites, naturally choosing to keep their romance out of the spotlight. Kendall and Hailey have been friends for a long time, with Kendall frequently third-wheeling with Hailey and Justin, but last weekend the supermodel finally took her man along for a double date. Devin and Justin wore dark sunglasses while posing with their girlfriends as if they wanted to keep a low profile at the event. Hailey eventually put on her own spectacles, opting for a set of round-frame glasses that she looked great in. Justin sat beside wife Hailey in matching white t-shirts, while Kendall and Devin sat on either side of the celebrity pair. Kendall and Hailey both shared clips from the halftime concert, with Hailey recording the moment Kendrick Lamar took the stage alongside Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Snoop Dogg. Kendall began dating Devin over a year ago in July 2020 and kept their romance mostly under wraps until Valentine's Day 2021, when the 26-year-old shared a beautiful photo of the two with a simple white heart emoji. Meanwhile, Hailey and Justin prefer to keep their romance out of the spotlight as well, declaring their love for each other on social media rather than in interviews after the model claimed her statements were ripped out of context. During the Keeping Up with the Kardashians reunion in June, Jenner explained why she has kept her romances off camera. "Kylie and I had the opportunity to watch her older sisters go through marriages, relationships, breakups, and all of these things, and do them pretty publicly," she confirmed, adding, "Kylie and I had the opportunity to watch her older sisters go through marriages, relationships, breakups, and all of these things, and to do them pretty publicly. And no offense to you guys, but I believe it was a personal preference that I didn't want to do it from a very young age. To be perfectly honest, I believe it makes my life easier and our relationship better. I simply feel like it's a personal thing that no one else should judge or know about." You won't believe what Hailey Bieber is saying now about her marriage. Fans are furious. Hailey Bieber recently opened up about her marriage, perhaps for the last time, as the 25-year-old model also stated that she will now keep her personal life absolutely private, and that, she reiterated, includes her marriage to Justin Bieber, who says it ain't so. Hailey explained why she has decided to stop talking about her and Justin's relationship in talks to the Wall Street Journal magazine earlier this month. "It no longer feels worth it to me when I try to have an open dialogue with someone like you and it gets taken out of context," she stated. For clickbait, the media always loves to take a tiny little blurb of something. The media has always been an odious entity, before implying that if she quits sharing details about her and Justin's marriage, we won't be missing out on much because they are very average husband and wife. "We're two totally normal people who just have not normal lifestyles and jobs behind closed doors," the Victoria's Secret model remarked. "I believe that despite the immensity of Justin's career, he is a pretty normal person, which I don't believe is always the case." Hailey spilled another bombshell regarding her relationship with the Yummy singer during another segment of the interview, and we have to say, we weren't expecting it because it contradicts what both she and Justin have claimed in the past. In the interview, Hailey hinted that she and Justin might not be starting a family anytime soon, which we find surprising given the couple's frequent hints over the years. "I think we should try in the next couple of years," Hailey admitted. "But you know, there's a reason it's called try, right? You have no idea how long the procedure will take. This year, there will be no children. That would be a little too hectic." These days, Hailey appears to be busier than ever. She recently created her own YouTube channel and is working on a skincare line in addition to her apparently unending modeling engagements for everyone from Victoria's Secret to Jimmy Choo. So we understand why she thinks having a baby would be hectic right now. There's the phenomenon that occurs to women when they get married, the brunette beauty continued. Everyone expects that love comes first, followed by marriage, and then the baby. So what about all of the goals I'd like to achieve with my company? I suppose it was ingrained in my mind that I would want to have children immediately away, and that I would want them to be quite young. Then I hit 25 and realized, wow, I'm still so young. Following her separation with Justin Bieber, Hailey Baldwin's church labeled her an outcast when she parted from Justin Bieber in 2016. Model Hailey Baldwin also broke her silence about the hardships she had in her personal religious community. "There were a lot of people in the church world who made me feel quite ostracized," she revealed to the journalist. All of this made Baldwin wonder what had happened to her religion, and she expressed her concerns when she asked, "When did church become a social club? It was a horrible sensation." Not everyone, however, turned their backs on the model. Some of her long-standing Miami friends, like church home pastors Judah Smith and Chelsea Smith, stood by her side and offered support during the crisis. But there were still times when Baldwin felt discouraged and called her mother, Tanya, to confess, "I just can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do this if it's going to be like this for the rest of my life." That's all for today, good people. See you next time with a lot more. Stay tuned and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you!